Absol is one of those Pokemon in Unite that either deletes you instantly or dies trying. As a speedster, Absol is all about critical hits, mobility, and punishing mistakes. Today, I'll break down Absol's best builds, moves, items, and tips so you can master this high-risk, high-reward assassin. Let's get into it. Absols have one mission: dive in, burst the carry, and get out. But since Absols have low endurance, good Absol players tend to rely on good timing, positioning, and map awareness. If you want to set the tempo of the game, Absol's your pick. First things first, let's talk about Absol's basics. Every third basic attack gets boosted, lowering the enemy's defenses and dealing bonus damage. And here's the kicker: if the boosted hit lands on just one target, it chunks them even harder. Perfect for picking off squishies. Now, stack that with Absol's passive, Super Luck. This ability increases your crit rate, which is why Absol feels like it's critting you out of existence every fight. But, put simply, every hit has that extra chance to spike damage and it adds up fast. So, with boosted auto attack softening enemies and Super Luck making crits more common, Absol's whole kit is built around deleting people before they can even react. Now, let's move into the fun stuff. Builds. I've got two setups for you that will have you dominating the battlefield. Alright, let's start with build 1. Night Slash and Psycho Cut. This is Absol's bread and butter kit if you want consistency and reliability. Here's how it works. You always open up with Psycho Cut. That slow plus the extra damage mark sets up everything else. Once you're tagged, you can follow with Night Slash. First dash arcs around, second dash goes straight forward, and then suddenly your opponent's HP bar looks like it just got tax audited. And the best part? Night Slash heals you for 50% of the damage dealt, so if you hit multiple targets, you're chunking and healing at the same time. That second strike can actually save you in team fights if you time it right. Item-wise, Scope Lens and Razor Claw make your crits hit like trucks. And Energy Amp just boosts everything even more after you use your Unite move. Toss in the eject button for chase and escape, and you're good to go. This is the safe build. It gives you sustain, control, and reliable bursts. If you're learning Absol, start here. Now let's get spicy with build 2. Pursuit plus Sucker Punch is for the players who like living on the edge. Sucker Punch is basically your gap closer. It sets up the play. Once you're in, Pursuit is the real star. If you strike from behind, it hits harder and instantly lowers its cooldown. Translation: you become a relentless predator. But here's the catch: you need good timing and positioning. Miss the backstab and you're just a dashing glass cannon waiting to explode. Land it though, and your enemies will feel like you're teleporting all over the map. The item loadout here is Scope Lens, Razor Claw, and Floatstone. You get the crits, the slows, and the movement speed to always be in position for that sweet, sweet backstab. Again, eject button ties it all together. This build is riskier, but when it works, it feels unstoppable. Pursuit Absol is the definition of make or break. Now, Absol's ultimate move, Night Slash. This is your panic button and your highlight reel move rolled into one. Absol goes into a frenzy, slashing everything in front of it before finishing with a huge burst of energy blades. It hits like a truck, and it shoves enemies away, which is clutch in tight fights. The sneaky thing though, while casting, Absol briefly phases out, making it untargetable. That means you can dodge crucial abilities, reset a fight, or even escape if things go south. The best use though? Catch grouped enemies and melt them. Or turn a losing fight by suddenly phasing out of danger and deleting someone on the way back in. Absol's strengths are clear: explosive burst damage, high mobility with multiple dashes, an untargetable Unite move that can flip fights. But here's the tax you pay: you rely heavily on crits. If RNG says no, then you're sad. You're squishy. One mistake and you're gone. And you need clean positioning. There is no autopilot here. Absol is the definition of a glass cannon. Play too safe and you get no value. Play too reckless and you explode. That mastery comes from finding the razor's edge. Now, Absol's great on paper, but let's be honest, Builds are only half the fun. The real spice comes from the chaos you bring into the match. So here's my question. If you main Absol, what's your go-to build? Let me know in the comments. Who knows, I might try it out on stream. I'm always down, even if it means inting my next ranked game. And I'm totally gonna blame you when it goes wrong. Now let's move from theory to reality. Here's some tricks that make an Absol player go from good to terrifying. Aggressive early. Absol's early crits give it jungle dominance, invade, gank, and snowball. Even just showing up in lane early can tilt the entire pace of the game. The enemy has to respect Absol's burst or risk losing half their HP bar in one combo. Target isolated enemies. Don't waste your burst on tanks. Pick off squishy carries. Absol shines when it's the shadow in the corner waiting for the right prey. Think of it like being a sniper with claws. Patience matters more than spam. Combo plays. Sucker Punch into Night Slash guarantees damage and locks down slippery Pokemon. And once you nail that flow, the whole kit feels buttery smooth. You'll know you're doing it right when the enemy Pikachu sees you coming and just panics. Also, don't underestimate psychological pressure. Sometimes the idea of Absol lurking in the jungle is scarier than Absol itself. Keep the enemy guessing, and you win the mind game before the fight even starts. But wait, before you queue up and think you're untouchable, here's the Pokemon that will put Absol in the dirt if you're not careful. Crowd control wrecks Absol. Period. Slowbro just laughs at you and locks you down. Zacian can go toe-to-toe and outstat you. Clefable shuts off your dashes and heals through your bursts. Basically, if they got strong CC and sustain, you need to play smarter. Don't dive blind. Wait for the abilities to get burned, and then swoop in like the crit demon you are. And of course, Pokémon Unite is a team game, so let's flip the script. Instead of counters, let's talk about the best partners to fuel Absol's reign of terror. DPS allies like Gardevoir and Pikachu are perfect. Their stuns and bursts let you jump in with confidence. It's like they're setting the table and Absol just comes in to clear the plate. Supports like Blissey and Mr. Mime are basically Absol's bodyguards. Blissey says, "Here's some healing and a buff, go crazy," while Mr. Mime just walls people in so Absol can't miss. With either of them behind you, you'll feel unstoppable. And then tanks. Tanks like Snorlax or Crustle let you play smarter, not riskier. They soak up damage, control the front line, and give Absol the freedom to flank. Nothing feels better than your Snorlax buddy body blocking the enemy so you can swoop in from the side with the perfect crit chain. Absol just deletes people for fun. But hey, I've got more where that came from. If you want to do a complete 180, hit my alchemy guide and see how support can actually carry games. Or, if you're all about that brand new hotness, Empoleon just waddled into Unite, and trust me, the Penguin King is already bullying half the roster. So don't stop here. Click on one of these videos and let's keep climbing the ranks. See you there.